Replacing receptacles, switches, and lights in an older trailer with aluminum Romex wiring requires special attention to ensure safety and compliance with electrical codes. Here are some approved methods. Firstly, copper pigtails. Cut the aluminum wire and install a short pigtail of copper wire, typically 12 inches, using a twist-on connector. Connect the copper pigtail to the new receptacle or fixture using a traditional terminal screw. This method separates the aluminum and copper conductors, minimizing the risk of connection failure. Secondly, no-ox paste and approved connectors. Clean the aluminum wire ends and apply a non-oxidizing paste called no-ox to prevent corrosion. Use special connectors designed for aluminum wire, such as the ideal 30.42 aluminum splicing connector or the Alumicon compression connector. Follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully when using these connectors. Thirdly, replace with copper wiring. If possible, replace the entire run of aluminum wiring with new copper wiring. This is the most expensive but safest and most reliable option. Ensure that the new wiring is rated for the appropriate amperage and voltage. Additional safety measures include checking that all connections are tight and secure. Do not overload electrical circuits. Install arc fault circuit interrupters of size to detect and prevent electrical arcing. Consider having the electrical system inspected by a qualified electrician before using it. Important notes include: if you are not comfortable working with electrical wiring, hire a licensed electrician. Never attempt to connect aluminum wire directly to copper wire without using a transition method. Aluminum wiring is still considered safe when properly maintained and terminated. However, it is more prone to loose connections and overheating than copper wiring. When dealing with aluminum wiring, it is essential to understand the specific challenges it presents and the approved methods for addressing them. Aluminum wiring, while widely used in the past, has a higher coefficient of thermal expansion compared to copper. This means that aluminum expands and contracts more with temperature changes. Over time, this expansion and contraction can cause connections to loosen, increasing resistance and generating heat. This heat can lead to oxidation of the aluminum, further increasing resistance and potentially creating a fire hazard. The key to safely working with aluminum wiring is to prevent these issues by creating secure, corrosion-resistant connections. Let's delve deeper into each of the recommended methods. Copper pigtailing involves creating a transition point between the aluminum wiring and the copper wiring used in modern devices. This is achieved by using a short length of copper wire, the pigtail, and a specialized connector designed to join aluminum and copper. The twist-on connectors that are rated for aluminum to copper connections are pre-filled with a corrosion inhibitor that helps to prevent oxidation of the aluminum. When selecting twist-on connectors, it is crucial to choose those specifically listed for aluminum to copper connections. These connectors are typically purple in color to easily identify them. The process involves carefully stripping the insulation from both the aluminum wire and the copper pigtail, then twisting them together tightly inside the connector. The connector should be screwed on firmly to ensure a secure and gas-tight connection. The copper pigtail is then connected to the receptacle, switch, or light fixture using the standard terminal screws. The second method involves using no-ox paste and approved connectors. No-ox paste is a non-oxidizing compound that is specifically designed for use with aluminum wiring. It contains zinc particles that create a conductive bridge between the aluminum strands and prevent oxidation. Before applying no-ox paste, the aluminum wire must be thoroughly cleaned to remove any existing corrosion or contaminants. A wire brush or emery cloth can be used for this purpose. Once the wire is clean, a generous amount of no-ox paste should be applied to the exposed aluminum strands. The paste should be worked into the strands to ensure that it completely coats the wire. After applying the no-ox paste, a special connector designed for aluminum wire must be used. These connectors are typically compression connectors or screw-on connectors that are specifically listed for use with aluminum wiring. The ideal 30.42 aluminum splicing connector and the Alumicon connector are two popular options. Compression connectors create a very tight and secure connection by crimping the connector onto the wire using a specialized tool. Screw-on connectors use the screw to tighten the connector onto the wire. When using either type of connector, it is essential to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. The instructions will specify the correct hook for tightening the screws or the correct crimping force for compression connectors. Over-tightening or under-tightening the connector can lead to a connection failure. The third method, replacing the entire run of aluminum wiring with copper wiring, is the most comprehensive and reliable solution. This eliminates the potential problems associated with aluminum wiring altogether. However, it is also the most expensive and labor-intensive option. Replacing the wiring involves removing the existing aluminum wiring and pulling new copper wiring through the walls and ceilings. It is important to ensure that the new copper wiring is rated for the appropriate amperage and voltage. The wire gauge must be selected based on the circuit breaker size and the load it will be carrying. In addition to these three primary methods, there are several additional safety measures that should be taken when working with aluminum wiring. Firstly, check that all connections are tight and secure. Loose connections are a major cause of problems with aluminum wiring. All connections should be inspected regularly to ensure that they are tight. If a loose connection is found, it should be tightened immediately. Secondly, do not overload electrical circuits. Overloading a circuit can cause the wires to overheat, increasing the risk of fire. Make sure that the total load on each circuit does not exceed the circuit breaker rating. Thirdly, install arc fault circuit interrupters (ASIs). ASIs are devices that detect and prevent electrical arcing. Arcing is a common cause of fires in homes with aluminum wiring. ASIs can provide an extra layer of protection against electrical fires. Fourthly, consider having the electrical system inspected by a qualified electrician before using it. A qualified electrician can identify any potential problems with the electrical system and recommend appropriate solutions. It is especially important to have the electrical system inspected if you are not familiar with aluminum wiring. It is crucial to reiterate that if you are not comfortable working with electrical wiring, hire a licensed electrician. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to take all necessary precautions. A licensed electrician has the training and experience to safely and correctly perform electrical work. Never attempt to connect aluminum wire directly to copper wire without using a transition method. Direct connections between aluminum and copper can lead to corrosion and connection failures. Always use a listed connector or a copper pigtail to create a transition between the two metals. Aluminum wiring is still considered safe when properly maintained and terminated. However, it is more prone to loose connections and overheating than copper wiring. It is important to be aware of the potential problems associated with aluminum wiring and to take steps to prevent them. Regular inspections and proper maintenance can help to ensure that aluminum wiring remains safe and reliable. Here are some additional points to consider when evaluating the safety and legality of working with aluminum wiring. Local electrical codes may have specific requirements for aluminum wiring. Check with the local building department or a qualified electrician to determine the requirements in your area. Some insurance companies may have restrictions on insuring homes with aluminum wiring. Check with your insurance company to see if they have any specific requirements. If you are selling a home with aluminum wiring, you may be required to disclose this information to potential buyers. Be honest and upfront about the presence of aluminum wiring and any steps that have been taken to address potential problems. When replacing receptacles, switches, and lights, choose devices that are rated for use with aluminum wiring. These devices are typically marked with the letters ALCU or COALR. These markings indicate that the device is suitable for use with both aluminum and copper wiring. When working with aluminum wiring, use only tools that are in good condition. Damaged or worn-out tools can increase the risk of injury. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses and gloves, when working with electrical wiring. Before working on any electrical circuit, turn off the power at the circuit breaker. Verify that the power is off by using a non-contact voltage tester. Work in a well-lit area to avoid making mistakes. Take your time and do the job correctly. Rushing through electrical work can lead to errors and increase the risk of injury. If you are unsure about any aspect of working with aluminum wiring, consult a qualified electrician. It is always better to be safe than sorry. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to take all necessary precautions. By following these guidelines, you can safely and legally replace the receptacles, switches, and lights in an older trailer with aluminum Romex wiring. Remember to prioritize safety and consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns. The information provided here is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician before performing any electrical work. Electrical codes and regulations vary by location, so it is important to ensure that all work is performed in compliance with the applicable codes. The safety of yourself and others depends on it.